YouTube. This is really aimed at Reef Central, but anybody can answer. So I built this do-it-yourself skimmer. It's in a 1-gallon container, and then I put the fittings on it. It's got rubber seals. The injection, well, you can't really see it that well, but it's got a rubber seal too. Maybe you can see it there. The air hose comes all the way up. I've got the cap completely off, and then there's an exhaust at the top. And PVC, I mean, I had the pump laying around. The rest of the parts were like 20 bucks. So, yeah. So you can see that I have it completely open, and the bubbles come right to the bottom of the intake to the collection cup, which is perfect. The measurements, I didn't even take any measurements, it just kind of came out that way. The problem I'm having is, as you can see, the bubbles are humongous. And it's going through the bottom of the intake to the water pump. So yeah, the bubbles are pretty big, and I need to know how to make them smaller. I know that I could put a air stone in there with a bubbler or with an air pump, but that's just another plug and more wires, and I really don't like that. So if you have any suggestions, just let me know. I'm going to pause this and take it out of the sink so that you can see it a little better. So hold on. Okay, so here it is out of the sink. It's got a little thing on the bottom. No water escapes. I mean, it's under low pressure. This is a, how many gallons is it? 225 gallon an hour pump, but as you can see, there might be a little bit of head pressure coming back against it, but that really shouldn't. It should be pretty negligible. You can see I got this. I cut them like, you know, a 1/16 of an inch smaller than the hole, so the seals are really, really good. This one has a little small O-ring on it, and then I pushed it together real good, and yeah, it doesn't leak either. I got the downspout in there to keep bubbles at a minimum from coming out. I put this ball valve on here so that I could adjust the flow, but it turns out that it doesn't need it. It flows perfectly due to the water coming out right level with the top of the reservoir, and then there's the rest of it. So anyways, if you have any suggestions on how to make the bubbles smaller without adding a bubble pump and an air stone into the actual unit, that would be great. So I hope to hear from you guys. Thanks for your help.